What I'm going to show you here today is how to make clay marbles round, and I'm talking about large ones, large diameter. I'm shooting for about a 2-inch. What you have to do when you start is make them bigger than what you think, because when you round them out with your hands, they're not always really round enough. As an example, this one here has a lump on the top, and it's just definitely not round. By the time you get it round, that's probably going to be about a 1 3/4 inch marble. One of the simplest tools that I found to use is a hole saw. I already started this one, and what you're looking for when you sand it, you put your drill in reverse so you're not cutting into your own hand. And if it does bump, it's not bad because you're going on the back side of the teeth. You can see what I'm doing. What you're looking for is flat spots like this one here at my thumb. You can see that the bit hasn't touched it, so that tells you that it's a low spot. You can see that there. You just look for your scratch marks. So that'll be a good indication where the highs and lows are on as you shape this thing up. I don't go too fast with it because it is dried clay. I made these marbles probably a month ago, and they've laid out here in a cardboard box in the garage. Reason being, you can't, the wet ones don't shape up very good. You can't fire them until they are completely dry. Something this size here, they're close to being fired now. You want to go for about a 1900 degree temperature when you fire them. The problem is if there's any moisture at all in that thing, it will blow up in your kiln. And again, you know, just with this real rough hole saw, this here is probably about a 2 1/4 inch hole saw that I'm using. Of course, I have a complete kit, so I could actually go smaller for the small ones. And again, I'm just going around it and looking for these flat spots, like right here at my thumb. Prime example. It's just, I have to take the whole thing down to get to that spot. You get the gist of where I'm going with that. Follow that up. I have a tool here that I made, turned it down on the lathe, and one of the ones that I did earlier, put on there and just go right around with this piece of pipe. That'll shave off any of the high spots. That'll let you know where the gaps are. You can do that, keep going with that. Then I get down a little bit further. I have 120 grit sandpaper, and again, this one isn't ready for the sandpaper yet, but I'm just doing it for the purpose of the video. I'll start like this and just work my way all the way around. 120 grit, go down to a 400, and eventually you'll end up with nice, clean, smooth marble. This is all soft clay, and again, it'll fire at about 1900 degrees. And a friend of mine, some of you may have already seen her work, Penny Kelly. She paints them by hand, all kinds of murals and scenes, etc. It's hard to acquire her work. She does not sell her work. She does sign everything, so you know that it's not an antique one, and you know you're not getting ripped off. But it's real hard to come by her work because, like I said, she doesn't sell any of it. So that's all I gotta say. Get out there and get making.